Why hello there, fellow defenders of the vault. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients. Episode 12. It hurts itself in its confusion. So, the current priority is inject red mist and build death rest. Once it's researched. So maybe next time we get it raided, I'll take a few prisoners for the sake of blood bags. And the issue with that is like where to physically put them. Perhaps like a little micro prison back here. That's kind of the most open area. I could also use the workshop, but I intend to add more things to the workshop, like an art bench and, you know, what else is missing? Well, this could be moved back. Actually, this could be turned off and moved back. An art bench and yeah, I forgot these new moved back in. Stone cutter, smithy. That acts as a smithy. Yeah, at least an art bench. I don't know. I could also put him in here. It's not a terrible spot. Some dead space. Yeah, I could do it in the bedroom for the blood bag. The issue is anyone doing the operations for harvesting Himogen would have to disturb you, Breakfire, and you would have a lot of disturbed sleep if I put them in the room that you sleep in. So there's a measurable disadvantage to doing that, I think. Now, in terms of the remaining production facilities that we're going to want, maybe in the back half of the workshop, I do think that it's like very low risk to just like plop it here like that. This is a decent spot and it's kind of isolated, so I'm just going to build this anyway. It's like cheap and easy and not a big deal. And it's isolated enough that like it's not going to cause any issues, I don't think. I could bite feed, yes. That too. Here, self-tamed. Okay, you die. It's all moot until we have prisoners. Because until then, we're going to have to be harvesting ourselves. It's funny that we have Red Mist, the not vampire, and Breakfire, who has fire in his name, who's now the Tinderskin Pyrophobe. That is, the irony is not lost on me. So you are up in 13 hours. Not bad. Another thing I'd like to consider is popping open the Ancient Danger before end of stream. So once Breakfire is up, I'll probably get to that to figure out what's in there and what we can do about it. And now that we have the ability to make our own components, we can also consider setting up a gene extractor once I have a few more components to play with, so that I can extract genes from people. Now that Breakfire has a whole bunch of genes to potentially extract, some of which are really good negatives, like, actually, there's not a lot, well, like mild UV sensitivity is not a terrible negative, especially for someone who already moves fast. But yeah, no, I take it back. There's not a lot of good negatives baked into Breakfire anymore. Alright, Death Rest is researched. What next? For now, I'm just going to queue up. Oh, you know, I didn't even have Bionics as an option. I'll add Bionics. And I'll queue up Bionics. But just as a reminder, Bionics doesn't benefit us all that much until we have a source of plasteel or gold, because we have a very limited source of that stuff right now. Arcmaster, thank you for the resub. Red Mist. Oh, you've just been cooking. Right, I'm gonna force Red Mist to... I know she's stressed. Force her to butcher, because there's like no room for corpses anymore. She was trying to stockpile food so that when she went down for a gene injection, I'd be able to keep eating fine meals. But there was quite a backlog. Are you going to automatically pick up? No, you didn't. Okay, I'll probably wait to deal with the psychic ship before we, phooey. Before we go for another injection. And, unfortunately, I let Red Mist break. But she should snap out of it soon. So, psychic ship. Lancers, pikemen... Cyclops, Tesseron, Legionary. This might actually call for me animal, like using the animal pulsar, because that's a lot of enemies to mess with. And I don't really... That sounds like not much fun. And it's not the kind of enemies I can outrange, because all of them are like extraordinarily long-ranged fighters. So, kind of sucked. Alright, we're gonna research fire foam. Got it? Oh, bulk. Break. You're our trader when Red Mist is out of commission. Man, no one ever sells uranium. Not about that. There's like nothing I want to buy. We could buy more plasteel as like a stopgap measure. I don't think that's a bad call. Just like buy as much plasteel as we can. For the benefits of bionics. And yes, I know we need to wake up the mechs before we poke at them. So, death rest. We're going to want a death rest casket for breakfire. So that he can actually death rest. You can technically death rest in a bed, but it super sucks. It takes longer. So you can start death rest without one, but it's not advised. And sanguifugers like have to death rest periodically. Oh, it's masterwork. That's nice. It's going to help with the room quality. So thank you, Flip. Yeah, and I was going to say, at least we have a jumping saying to wake them up. Exactly. Provided that he doesn't get set on fire from, like, the Tesseron, or the Cyclops, he can get out of there really, really, really quickly. So I'm going to wait till Red Mist is snapped out of mental state and then go tackle the ship. Oh, Jesus. Matt, thank you for the resub. The panels I'm buying are for vac bearers. They're not for anything else. If you were wondering. I sort of wish the warning about the gene bank needs power would go away when you're under solar flare, because it's not actionable. I can't do anything about it, so like, why warn me? Seems unnecessary to me. Oh, Inu, you're not a doctor. Don't do that. Shinox, thank you for the resub. Come on, Redmist, snap out of it. It's been long enough. And boy, do we ever have industrial meds. So Redmist needs treatment, but she's decided to just like pace, and hemocollapse is going to keep climbing as a result. So that's good. Nice and healthy choice that she made there. Granted, it was my fault for like forcing her to butcher for a long time, but still. Does shuttle need panels? It does not. No. So the passenger shuttle needs steel, plasteel components, and a shuttle engine. Perhaps it's a suicide attempt? I hope not. I hope not. And Dust, thank you for the resub too. Sagra's just making sure to fill up the old butchery so that we have lots of food while she's getting genetically altered. And with any luck, she'll snap out of it so we can actually go fight that fight soon. Although her rest is probably not going to be met, even if she does snap out of it. Oh, wow. What, just a boom rat? Just like offed themselves or something? Why is there a fire here? Good lord. Esther Valley, thank you for the resub too. So many resubs. Well, waking them up is even more annoying now, but, you know, so be it. And I think she's about to snap out of it. I hope. Oh, such a pain. Bumping the train? Well, thank you, Turtle. Alright, precision rifling. Getting sniper rifles on this would be nice. There she goes. She snapped out of it. Break, you tend. Now, one of the other things that we could potentially do for her is if we did put her into a cryptosleep casket and waited for genes to regrow for break, we could implant genes into Red Mist. It wouldn't keep her out of a coma, but it would stop her hemocollapse from killing her. Which ain't much, but it's better than maybe nothing. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for her sleep to recover, and then go like piss off the mechs. Ooh, we have tea now. So in the morning, when we have the advantage of sunlight... Actually, we don't need the advantage of sunlight, I just realized. What is the longest range weapon that I have available to me? I think it's... the great bow we sold, and like, I kind of regret it, because, I guess a bolt action? Do I really want to make a bolt action, though? I probably need to. It's not a matter of want. So, the thing I could do is, I wish the monument was still here. I wanted to take shots at it and then jump behind the wall of the monument to get away from these mechs, but then the monument I was relying upon, like, burnt up. And obviously I can't build a wall because that violates the rules, so it's not like I can build a temporary wall to cover me. Which, you know, means I'm sort of stuck without cover. Now, Breakfire being deathless, there's a little bit of... you know, the other way is I could have... I mean, Red Mist is a brawler, but I could have her, like, temporarily use some sort of weapon and then go invisible. But I probably long jump legs is where it's at for this. So, I'll wake him up and long jump leg out of there. Because I only really need to wake them up. Assign drugs. Ooh. Rare Thrumbos. Oh, that's really good. Because now there's going to be Thrumbos fighting the mechs. So I'm going to take advantage of this. I'm going to close the front door. Keep everyone inside. And go wake the mechs. And then bolt to cover. Because having Thrumbos thrash the mechs is absolutely in my advantage. So the mechs are up. Now what I need to do is to get inside, brick up the inside of my door so that it's not a valid path for the animals, and hit that pulsar and let the chaos begin. And I'll stick with precision rifling. Which I should just start queuing the next one, because that's going to be done so quickly. Oh, that's interesting. The psychic ship just drove animals mad. Get wrecked? They're doing... They harm themselves in their confusion. Oh, I love it. Alright, let's hit it. No, not pulsar saved. It wouldn't have been enough animals to kill the mechs. So I still need to pulse. There it goes. They done. Now I just need to wait for the animals to chill and then get out there and clean up the rest. As far as I could tell, none of the mechs dropped anything nice, though. No components, no plasteel, nothing like that. Add mortars research? I could add that to the next poll. That also means Red Mist. You're all set to enter for your dosage. And Break, you're going to stick the Archite capsule in. Now, it can't fail, so there's no point in the prediction. So, starting that up. Fine, aggro, you enter. And Red Mist is now getting injected. And again, there's no point in the in a prediction because she's an ideal candidate, so it cannot fail. And I'll mark that down as complete. So the next one in queue is Breakfire, but that's going to be a while. It's going to be like 10 days from now. I wouldn't mind hunting the Thrumbo myself as well, because Thrumbo fur is amazing, and we don't have any armor, so that sounds like a really good deal to me. And now all the animals are convening over here because I removed the door blockers. Did I get enough? 85 mils? Yeah, that's plenty. Alright, rifling is done. Sterile materials are next. I guess I'll add deep drills to this too. Because there's a small chance that... Actually, it's not that small. I mean, when you consider the underground materials can't be in the lava lake. Right? And there's a lot of lava lakes here. I would say... I don't know about the math, but I would say maybe our base takes up a 10th of like the map's space, considering all the lava. Maybe like more like a 15th. So there's a small chance that deep drill sites will actually be within our mountain and mineable as a result. Were to place the scanner, we wouldn't have to get rid of the pipeline junction. And that's true of getting a shuttle, getting the scanner. You know, at some point, we're going to have to probably do away with the pipeline junction in lieu of using that free space. And it's just like, when is the question? God, look at your mood. Oh, yeah, I forgot sterile materials leads to hospital bed. I didn't include that. Come on, animals, stop being aggressive. I think what I'll do, because there aren't so many animals now, is just purge them with guns. I know the emu is going to be annoying, but like, we got a single phase, it should be fine. Oh, never mind, because the boom rat burned. Good lord. Quit pecking me. There we go. We got them all. Aggro. 10 break fire. Actually, coagulate? Coagulate? Never mind, I couldn't coagulate them in time. And then next will be the Thrumbo. And the ship itself. In unit days. Alright, aggro. Let's go de-ship. This thing's been annoying enough. Yeah, coagulation is awesome. Of course, I'm out of hemogen now. So hey, Flip, guess what? Your blood is mine. Hopefully I can get a prisoner soon, because there's a ramifications of being fed on. But like, there's not a lot I can do about that right now to avoid. But yeah, coagulate is amazing. And long jump blade is amazing. Sanguophages is by far the strongest default xenogene. And it's awesome. I was hoping once Emu was done being dazed, I'd go after the Thrumbo. I'm a little worried that the Thrumbo are going to leave the map tile before I have a chance to go hunt them. So, with that in mind... Flip, how fast do you move? I think... Oh, because... Wait, what about light level? What's going on? Oh, you got blood fed. Right. Alright, I'm going to leave Flip out of this and just hunt with break and aggro. It's gonna be hard to do it, but like possible just because of how fast they are. Yeah, I would say single phasers are by far the most developed xenogerine. I mean, there's a whole like death rest mechanic, which is rather in depth, and it makes it really cool to have a single phase. And it makes sense, you know. Vampires are kind of super soldiery. One thing I'm glad of is that lava doesn't trigger the like pyrophobia. That would be brutal. Alright, one down. And I'll wait to... Actually, there's not really an advantage to me waiting until day, because Breakfire has night vision and aggro is just so fast. But I need more blood. And the plan, you know, let's just extract a hemopack while we tend to you. You're asleep, you won't notice, right? I feed you, I take a little blood. It's like nothing happened. And then if you take blood, there is, because it's not live fed, there's less of a penalty. So that's I just wanted to demonstrate the two methods, which is the live fed and the hemogen extraction, and I probably hemo extract from here on out when needed. All right, aggro, what are you waiting on? Oh, you're just like resting. Got it. The tree eaters can take an unreasonable amount of punishment. That they can. That they can. Thrumbos are incredible. Which is why I'm going to go shoot some more. I want him chasing aggro, not break. Because aggro's... There we go. Aggro's faster and can just kite. If only I could drink animal blood. Yep, they're just not the right blood type, I guess. Oh, what? You de-aggroed? Oh, yeah, this is so funny. So, for those that don't know, Thrumbos are hard-coded to exit the map tile after a certain amount of time. This Thrumbo is leaving the map tile. I managed to catch it as it was hard-coded to leave. And you can avoid the hard code if you, like, down them and then heal them, or tame them, or obviously kill them. But that's why it stopped chasing me. But it also means that there's a bit of a time limit, because if I don't manage... There it goes. If I didn't manage to down it before it exited, I'd lose the opportunity. Swing. So now we can consider some Thrumbo clothing in the near future, which should be real good. So let's create a shelf here for fabrics. Some Thrumbo dusters? Yes. And these 3 shelves are going to be linked. And I'm just going to do important, not critical, for all textiles. Not critical because cloth should be over here on the medicine bench as a higher priority. And aggro's now grabbing all the mech corpses, because, you know, there's some materials in them. Some of them actually break down to plasteel, which is kind of nice. Some free plasteel is always a good deal. Red Mist, what's the timer left? 3 days. So we're probably not going to know the result of that genetic experiment this stream, because I'm nearly out of time. But it is queued. You saw a streamer that lost to a mech boss with over 100 tamed Thrumbo? I have no idea how you would manage that. You'd have to, I mean, excuse my insult, you'd have to really suck. like really suck. Because mech bosses ain't that strong. Alright, another poll about next research. We got sterile materials, so that opens up the opportunity to grab hospital beds. Which leads to vital monitors. And that should, I mean, so the ruined hospital beds are like not as good as hospital beds, but they're pretty close. They're not bad at all, mind you. And we're almost done cleaning up that psychic ship. So is that, am I mistaken, or is that the third psychic ship we've been hit with? Like, Randy is just like going overboard with like, let's mess with your brain. Trade with Dryden. I can't source that. What are you about, friend? The hell? I mean, that looks like a pretty good fighter, don't get me wrong, but like, you're asking for 185 leather, and I have 0? Or I have 4? So yeah, that's a hard pass. I often will see people in chat or YouTube comments be like, butcher the humans, and it's like, well, if you're not a cannibal or like a psychopath and you butcher human likes, that's a big problem. Like, you're gonna have a mental break, near guaranteed. So I always have a good internal monologue chuckle of like, yeah, and I'm sure your colonies don't collapse due to, you know, poor decisions like that. Exotic goods. Ooh, there's a chance to buy some jeans now too. Shuttle engine, which I cannot afford, of course, but shuttle engine. Oh boy. So there's also, of course, the death rest capacity serum, which would be really strong for breakfire. So they have slow runner, fast wound healing, fat body, pig voice, or pink. With some skill trainers and arca capsules. I wish I could afford the arca capsule, but I can't. What I can do is butcher the Thrumbos and sell the Thrumbo horn. So let's create a butcher here. Name it Butcher Thrumbo. Because we wouldn't want there to be, and I'm gonna add Thrumbo and Alpha Thrumbo to it. We wouldn't there be a chance that I get like a solar flare on the Thrumbo decay. That would be really awful. So, Break, you are gonna do the Butcher Thrumbo. Oh god. What is with the diseases, man? Randy, chill. I don't need a new disease every 10 minutes. Like, the disease frequency of this map tile is only 0.9. Right? I believe the where is it? Yeah, 0.9. I think I'm running an average of 3. Is that true? Let's see. This year, we've had... So, since December of 5500, 1... Let's see. Let's search disease. 2... 3, 4, 5 at least. Yo, I'm not sickly. What the hell? Like, for real. Ugh. Randy. Frickin' Randy. Alright, let's see about some trades. Thrumbo for 800. And then... I don't know. Another thing we consider selling is some of the organs that we have, because we can make bionic organs instead. So let's sell the Thrumbo and then sell the kidney and the lung. Knowing that we could just like make organs, detoxify our kidneys and lungs. I don't think there's any genes we want to necessarily part with. But that doesn't really get me any closer to being able to buy like a shuttle engine or something really nice. Ooh, and this time the silver landed there. At a like chance. Oh, because the orbital trade beacon moved, right. I mean, I guess maybe I could try to... I don't know. I'm not worried about where things land. I don't, at the end of the day, care that much. Plus, the stuff like silver won't burn, so it's not super urgent. I could do the death serum. I'm just not sure that I am going to value death serum over archite capsules. Ultimately, we are trying to edit our genes, and buying gene editing capsules makes more sense thematically than serum. That would be my counter argument. So I think now that enough silver's been stocked up, that's my buy. Archite cap. And break, you go haul that. Aggro, you go haul the silver. Because at the end of the day, Archite capsules is how we run this Archigen injector. It's 1 capsule per injection. So that's more important than almost any other potential purchased resource, in my opinion. Just because of the potential value it holds of getting super genes. All right. I think this is where I am going to leave off for this week. Having managed to expand the stockroom, expand the workshop with the fabricator, get xenogenetics and gene banking, completely clean up the subterranean lab of all of its debris and resources, get a significant amount of research done with 2 research benches and fabrication, expanding our power grid with the chemgens, expanding the farm with all of the hydroponic trays, and ultimately getting a single-phage out of the, sort of gene tinkering programs that we are running. So, yeah, a pretty successful stream today, and this is where I'm going to leave off. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the Stalwart Ancients, which originally streamed live on Twitch. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching. Special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow ancients.